everyone, welcome to another Top 6 Saturdays. This Top 6 is a special Top 6, not like the Top 10, not like the special Top 6 where I did the Top 10 favorite video games, or my Top 10, Pokemon. This Top 6 this week is a special one, where I'm doing my Top 6 favorite Sonic characters, and I'm splitting it up into two groups. This Top 6 is a mixture of two. I have my top 6 favorite Sonic characters in video games, and my top 6 characters exclusive to the TV shows. Now, with that being said, the video game ones include every video game from canon to spin-off. So any character from Sonic 1 all the way until Sonic up until Sonic Lost World, the latest Sonic game. Then that includes every game in between, including the games that, including the other games, like non-canon games. You got like Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Rush Adventure, the Advanced series, stuff like that. Games like that. The non-canon games that you don't normally see or hear people talk about too much compared to the main canon. So, and then my top 6 favorite TV show characters consists of Sonic SatAM, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Underground, and Sonic X. Because we don't have enough information about Sonic Boom. Same for the video game characters. I don't have any enough information about new characters or new characters on the show. So, we started all off with my top 6 favorite video game Sonic characters. These are characters that are in the video games, not exclusive to video games, but are seen in the video games. So, starting it off at number 6, we have Shadow the Hedgehog. Basically, Shadow, he's a character that he's a really big he's the second most popular character in the series, second to Sonic, and I don't really see the hype behind him. I like the character, I like the guy. Aside from his backstory, I like the guy and all. He's a really cool character. I like the darker side behind him. But the main reason I like him is his air shoes. I just love his air shoes. And that's why he gets number 6. His air shoes, I really enjoy his air shoes, the way they're designed, how he can run on air and run as fast as Sonic, and it's just the stuff he can do, I really enjoy. I just don't exactly like his character, per se. But, oh well. Number 4, we have a shocking character. I guess you could say he's fairly shocking, someone you wouldn't expect to be this low. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, Sonic is number 5 on my list because I like the guy. I love the games, as you can tell, because of the content I put out on this channel. But more than that, I really love his character and all. I love his design, like the way he's designed. I love the style that they've gone with his character. I mean, with not really the per se style of game, the way it is, the fast-paced gaming behind it. That's what I like about that. But other than that, he's just your average Joe character. I like him. He's the main he is Sega. Sonic is Sega, basically. They had Sega Superstars for the PlayStation 2 that used that stupid iToy thing. Then you had Sega Superstars Tennis, which had about 5 Sonic characters, 5 different Sonic characters in it. Sonic, Shadow, Eggman, Amy, and Tails. You had those 5 characters when everyone else had like 2 or 3. 3 at the most. Like 2, some even only had like 1, I think. I think Someday Amigo had Amigo, and that was it. And then you had the next Sega game, which was Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. So Sonic was the title. You went from Sega Superstars Tennis with 5 Sonic characters to Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, which in my opinion is one of my favorite racing games to date. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty far up there. Zero Gravity beats it, Toy Story Racer. What was the other one? NASCAR, Rumble beats it, but other than that, it's a really fun racing game, and I'm really good at it. I enjoy it. Let's see what else was there. And then you had Sonic and All-Stars. They didn't even put the Sega in it. It was Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, which I don't like. But still, that's my opinions. Oh, well, let's move on, because I've taken like 3 minutes on him, like 2 minutes on him, compared to like that 30 seconds I took on Shadow. Then we got at number 4, Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. The good old Egghead himself. Now, Eggman, I really love him. He's a fun, lovable character. He's a lovable villain. He's a very lovable guy. The way he is, how he is, who he is, and everything. The way he's designed, from Robotnik, who I loved his... I enjoy his... the way he was designed in the classic series, in the classic era, with when he was Robotnik, and then you had the Adventure era, and I think Adventure at least. If not Adventure, then Adventure 2 and onward. That design, the modern era they went with. I really love the design choice they've gone with him, and Mike Pollock he's one of my favorite voice actors in the Sonic franchise to date. I love him. He's one of my favorite voice actors of all time. I really enjoy his work, like what he does in the game and outside the game. Back when 4Kids was a thing, when he did a lot of the 4Kids stuff, like when he did the 4Kids TV, when he was a lot. I can't think of one per se, when he did exactly. But he's one of my favorite voice actors in TV, video game history, all that stuff. He's one of my favorites. I love him. Eggman, I really enjoy his design in Sonic Boom as well. He looks really cool. I love it. He looks pretty cool. He's got the nice big puffy jacket that looks really comfortable, and I could really go for one of those puffy jackets in this time of winter, because it is freezing. We just got hit hard with an ice storm here where I live, and it was not enjoyable. I don't like it. I don't like the snow. I've lived in this state. I've lived in the north. I've lived in New England my whole life. I've lived in the same state my whole life. I've lived on the East Coast my whole life, and I've lived in the Northeast Coast my whole life. I don't like the snow. I don't like it. I love the summer heat. I love the spring. Or I don't like the summer heat either. I like the spring. It's a nice time. And the Eggman's jacket would be so perfect right about now, and just thinking about that makes me want some cocoa. Damn it. Oh well. But I digress. Hey, that's the first time I've said it this whole time. 7.5 minutes, first time. I think that's a new record. I deserve a cookie. I deserve like a cookie or something for that. But back to what I was saying. At number 3, moving on to number 3, we have Blaze the Cat. Now, Blaze is my probably my second or third. I gotta go third. Third favorite female character in Sonic. Now, I love Blaze the Cat. I just love her design, like the way she was, her backstory as well. Like, I like her. I like her a little bit less now. I love this one character who you'll see in a little bit. In light of recent events, the way she's been designed now compared to how she was before, and Blaze, not only was Blaze one of the first female characters I ever saw, mostly because of Sonic Rush, but because I played Blaze, because with Blaze and everything, after I launched Sonic, I was like, oh, who's this character? I was like, who's Blaze? She looks really cool. She's so much fun to play with. She's so much easier than Sonic's story. I should play with her. I should play her story first. Not only was she one of the first Sonic female characters I ever really saw or got to play as normally, because when I played Sonic Heroes on my cousin's GameCube, I played Team Sonic. I played Team Sonic. I never touched Team Rose, because my cousin had told me Team Rose is the easy. They're slow. They're a lot slower. Their stages are a lot easier. Don't go with Team. Like, he always steered me towards Team Sonic or Team Dark, and I enjoyed it. So it's like, aside from Rouge, who I don't really like, per se, because just the way she is, but Blaze is one of the first females I really enjoyed to play as, or, like, the way she is, like, seeing her now, I like her a lot more now. Like, she's one of the first female characters to really be powerful and not be weak and defenseless, or be stopped by a little thing. Like, she can stand up to it. Like, she's the Sonic of the Soul Dimension. She's the Sonic the Hedgehog of the Soul Dimension against Eggman and Nega. And I love it. I really do. The way she is, thank you, Dimps. I have to say thank you, Dimps, for doing this. It's really cool for doing that. making her. Let's see, who else do we got? Number 2, we have Silver the Hedgehog. Now, Silver, he's my favorite male Sonic character. Now, Silver, I just love his design. The way his backstory, I love his backstory as well. He's got a good backstory in, he's got a really good backstory in Sonic 06. Now, the way he's designed, his gameplay, I would love to see him in playable in another main series game like Sonic 06, but done right. Like with his design actually done right. Him fast, like in Sonic Rivals. Him being fast, running fast, like in Sonic Rivals 2, like in the Sonic Rivals games where he can run fast and keep up, like that and everything, not be slow as hell, like in Sonic 06. But I've always just loved psychic stuff. As you can tell by my favorite Pokemon, my favorite Pokemon of all time, Espeon. Silver, I just love his psychokinesis, and it's like whenever someone asks me what superpower would I like, I always go psychokinesis. It's because I don't know, it's like he's got like a superpower that no one else really has. Blaze is like one of the only other ones. Silver and Blaze are like the only 2 Sonic characters that have superpowers. I guess you could say Knuckles has super strength. Sonic is... But, you get my point. It's like... superpowers you don't normally see. It's like Blaze is the superpower of fire. Pyrokinesis. Silver, psychokinesis. It's cool. I'd love to have that kind of power. So, number 1, and then moving on to number 1, my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character, including the TV series and game series of all time, Amy Rose, Rosie the Rascal. Now, Amy, she's been my favorite for a while with her hammer and just the way she is. I don't know. I wanted to try out all the Sonic characters in, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing 1 when I first picked that game up. And, I just fell in love with Amy's character then. Sonic was okay. Of course, I stuck with Shadow at first, because, I liked Shadow more at the time. And, so I tried out all the characters, all the Sonic characters at least, because that's all I really gave 2 craps about. I don't care about the other Sega characters, really. Maybe Billy Hatcher, because I liked his game. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg for the GameCube. Pretty good game, honestly. I'd buy a second. I'd play the sequel if they made one. I'd play a sequel, but I digress. What's it called? But Amy, so I tried her out. I like her stats. I love her stat. She has really great stats. She's beyond, she's broken. If it wasn't, she'd be classified as broken if Shadow wasn't the broken character. If Shadow wasn't in that game, then Amy would be classified as broken, because unlike Shadow with his, Amy stats almost perfect, right down the middle. They're almost all really good. They're all around. All but 1 is all I think all but top speed or acceleration is a good 70% of the bar full, and that's only 65. So it's she's got really good stats, and Pink is just I'm a sucker for pink hair. Honestly, I'm a sucker for pink hair. So, seeing that she had pink hair, and it was just cool. And then with her hammer, and it's just, as things have snowballed into what she is now, I guess you could say. But in Sonic Boom, the way we've seen her, with her acrobatics and how she's not all over Sonic, she's just there to help fight. As a partner, as a friend. As a friend of Sonic, and not in love with him after him. Not in love and after him the whole time, like she's been in the main continuity. It's really cool to see that, and I'm really hoping that this is something that stays, and she doesn't, and she sticks the way she is, and that's what I'm hoping for. So next up so I'll move on to my top 6 favorite TV characters. Now, TV characters, this is a lot tougher than than the game characters, because I haven't really watched too much of the TV series per se. I've seen most of X. I've seen all of Underground a lot. I've seen all of Underground a lot. I've seen all of SatAM a lot. I love, honestly, SatAM is probably one of my favorite TV shows to watch, and it's just, I love it. It's just such a good show. I really enjoy it. What's it called? Now, and then this new Sonic Boom looks really good. I've been wanting to see, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog for a long time. I've seen a couple episodes, that's about it. I really want to see more. I just haven't been able to find a DVD copy, or it's not on YouTube or whatever it is. And I don't have Netflix to see if it's on. I don't even have Netflix to see if it's on there. So, oh well. And it's not on the Verizon thing, so. Once I'm able to get my hands on something like that for it, I'll see what it's like. But I have seen a couple episodes because of my cousin having it or whatever, something like that. But oh well. So we'll start it all off. At number 6 we have Grounder from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now it's just Grounder's like that. I just love when Eggman or Robotnik at the time has those idiot sidekicks like Scratch and Grounder, or Cubot and Orbot in the continuity that we know, in the Japanese continuity of like Generations and Colors, and even Lost World, where he had Cubot and Orbot by his side, and it's just, they're complete idiots, and I just love them. Eggman's always at his best when he's got two idiots by his side. Scratch and Grounder are no different, and Grounder, I really don't like Scratch's voice, the chicken. I don't like Scratch the chicken's voice that often, not that much. It's just too annoying to me. But I just like Grounder. He's like that idiot drill guy, and he's so cool. It's like, I'm gonna tear you apart. He kind of sounds like an idiot. He's just like got that idiot voice where it's like, I'm gonna beat you up and you're going to stand and watch. And it's just, I don't know. I just like it. He kind of reminds me of Dingo from Sonic Underground, where you got Sleet and Dingo too. I like those guys. So I basically put Scratch, Grounder, Sleet, Dingo all in one category together as one. Eggman's stupid sidekicks. I'll classify it as that. Let's go with that. So on number 5 we have Tikal, which I guess you could say is, when I made this list, I made this list recently, and I didn't even realize. I'm just going by off what my list is saying right here. And my list, I just realized my list with Tikal. I completely forgot that she was in Here and There. She was the with Adventure. She was the main thing with Adventure, but she wasn't playable. And then Adventure 2, she's in the multiplayer with the treasure hunting stages and the multiplayer stuff, and I forgot all about it. So what I put in replace of Tikal, because she's technically been in the games, playable. She's been playable in the games, and she's been in the games. So give me 2 seconds. Uncle Chuck. That's who's replacing him. That's who's replacing Tikal. Uncle Chuck. And now Uncle Chuck, I love the guy. He's Sonic's uncle in the Sonic Underground a little bit before he's in there a little bit in the first episode, and that's really it. He plays a much bigger role in Sonic SatAM and in the comics too, I believe. I believe he does have a fairly big role. I believe he has some kind of role in the comics. I haven't really read too far into the comics. I've got the Sonic Cross Mega Man comic book, the one that came out recently and everything. I got that one for Christmas, and once I get some money, I'm going to get the next one. I'm going to really start getting into the comic series. I'm going to get into the Sonic comic books and stuff like that, because I love comic books. I love reading comics and stuff like that. But so Uncle Chuck, I haven't really in the TV show he's Sonic's uncle, basically. He's the guy who he worked for King Max, Princess Sally Acorn's father. He worked for him and everything as like the main scientist, like guy who knew everything, inventor, stuff like that, who worked by his side to help him make oh my god, what's it called? Is it Mobotropolis? No, that's Robotropolis. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I can't believe I can't remember it. Oh my god. Why can't I remember this? Why can't I remember this? Oh my god, it's pissing me off. Why can't I remember the planet that they lived on? That Sonic classified as live fudge. I can't remember this and it's pissing me off. Planet did Sonic live on in Planet Mobius! I can't believe I forgot that. I'm freaking kicking myself in the foot. I'm kicking myself in the foot. Planet Mobius. I'm fudge. I'm literally kicking myself in the foot. Because Sonic X, they moved back to Mobius in the end with the Metarex, that's where I stopped, basically. I stopped at the Metarex saga. And then you got Sonic SatAM, where the whole thing takes place on there. Sonic Underground takes place on Mobius. They talk about it a lot. I don't know about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm sure they talk about it a little bit. But, seriously, I'm kicking myself in the foot for not remembering that. I'm literally pissed. Like, why could I not remember that? I should not even be classified as a fan, honestly. Oh, man, I should know that, and it's just... Oh, my man. But, he helped create Mobius and everything. He created the stuff, and it's just... But Uncle Chuck, I love the guy. He's just a lovable guy, and it's just... He's always... Even though he was roboticized by Robotnik, and, thanks to the likes of Rotor, Sonic, and Sally, and all the Freedom Fighters, they were able to bring Uncle Chuck back for an episode, bring him back, and then save him permanently. So that's good. Let's see. So number 4, we have Bunny Rabbit. Where'd I get Bunny from? Oh well, Bunny Rabbit from Sonic SatAM. I mean, she's got a much bigger role. She's also in the comics. Basically, the comics brings or at least Sonic Universe, I believe. I don't know about the whole, at least, I don't know about Sonic Universe, but the main Sonic Archie comics, brings all the old SatAM characters and everything back. So that's about it for that. Now, for Bunny, I really enjoy her character. Like, she's just a tough character who has to put through a lot of crap that she has to go through because of the way she was designed for the show and the comics and stuff. But yeah, I really like her design with her character. Who's next? Number 3 we have, number 3 we have Sonic's brother and sister, Sonia and Manic, together. They're classified as the same because I like them both. They're Sonic's twin, or brother and sister. I can't really say twin, Sonic's twin, or Sonic's triplet, I guess you could say. The two of them together, the three of them, make a really good team from Sonic Underground. It's just, I like their characters, all voiced by Jaleel White, and it's just pretty cool. The songs are pretty cheesy, I guess, yeah, basically. But I like them. Pretty good. That's really about it. Antoine, a lot of people hate him. He was in SatAM, and he has a much bigger role, much better role in the Archie comics. In the Archie comics, he's actually confident, he's courageous, he's good. I guess I can't say confident, because he was confident, or he was false hoped. He's cocky. He was very cocky in the SatAM show, and a lot of people hated him, but in the Archie comic, over the years of just trying out different voices, like doing different voices, like trying to do a Christopher Walken or a Morgan Freeman, stuff like that, I've diversed out to more TV show stuff, and I got really good with it. I've gotten really good with Antoine and stuff like that, but it's just in the show, but it's just I've always liked him. I guess I can't really say I've always liked him, but with his voice, like learning how to do his voice really well, it's just I've grown more towards him, and I love him in the Archie comics. That I do know. He's good in the Archie comics. So I'll move on to my all time favorite my favorite character, my third favorite Sonic character, and my favorite TV series character, and that is Princess Sally Acorn. She's my favorite character in the Sonic TV series. Basically, Sally is she's a princess who pretty powerful, very tactical, more of a strategic. She's a leader compared to a follower, like most female characters you know in the Sonic franchise. I really enjoy her character and everything like that. The way she always thought of what she always kept pretty much. She usually kept Sonic in line, or tried to keep Sonic in line at least, and it's just worked out. It really worked out and everything with her. I really enjoy her. And that's really about it for her. And I've always just enjoyed her from Sat AM and everything like that. The way she was like a tactical character that you don't really see in the Sonic franchise. You don't really see too many tactical people. I mean, you got Tails who's smart, and that's really about it. And basically with these 12 characters, that doesn't mean I hate the other characters. That doesn't mean I hate Tails, or I hate Knuckles, or I hate Rotor, or whatever. I hate Sleet or Dingo, or no, not Sleet Dingo, but I hate Queen Alina, or anyone I didn't say, like, or I hate Tikal, I hate Emerald, I hate Cheese and Cream. No, that's not true at all. No. There are some characters I'm not too fond of. Marine the Raccoon in particular. I think Raccoon at least, or at least Marine from Sonic Rush Adventure is coming to my head in particular. Bokoon from this TV series. Those guys are popping in my head in particular. Chaotix, I can't say I hate Chaotix, but you get my point. It's like I don't hate those guys. Like, I love the Chaotix. I think they're funny characters, aside from maybe Charmy's voice, at least 4Kids voice. But I enjoy their characters and stuff like that, so really hoping they continue. But I'm really looking forward to the next stuff that's coming out with Boom. But these are my 12. Let me know your top 6 Sonic characters, like TV show and games, in the comments. And like all the others, this is 110% opinionated. I'll see you guys next time with whatever I do. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.